Hey, it's Dr. Hamid. I'm in the garden on the side of the health center. We put in some calendula here, and I want to harvest some of this calendula because we have such a nice bumper crop here. When we're making a salve, I like to use the most potent part of the plant, which is the flower heads only. You can just clip off the heads of the flowers into the bag, and then what we're going to do is dry them out, and when they're all dry, we're going to make our salve. So here we are in the kitchen with our dried calendula flowers. Once it's super duper dry, like it is right now, we're basically just going to take all of these and put them directly into any container that you'd like. So once it looks like it's nicely jammed in there, now remember this is a lot of flowers, we just got this little bit. We're only making a little bit of salve, so it's okay. You just want to take any type of oil. We use like olive oil, probably it's the best, I would say. Once it gets so it's just over the top like that, it's always nice to write what it is and the date. So we're going to use some fresher herbs in oil that we have here prepared. So arnica in some oil here. Arnica. This has been in there for 1 month, right? It's 1 month old. And this is 3 weeks old now. So that's a good amount of time. 2 to 3 weeks is a great amount of time. This one here, you can see the nice bright calendula down at the bottom. Then we got rosemary that we chopped up and dried. All these things were dried first. Comfrey was also dried, and the lavender, which is going to give it some nice medicinal qualities. Really, the first step is to get the oil off of these plants. And so in order to do that, you need some sort of a cloth. You can use cheesecloth, you can use an old t-shirt, you can use an old towel, anything that the oil will run through. I actually have a handy dandy bag, which I think is really nice and useful. So we're going to do them in the bag. And we're going to take out our kind of like food. Okay. And we'll put that in there. Get all the oil there.
Okay,
so I use olive oil, which I recommend using. And if you want to, and if you want to, yeah, so nice fresh olive oil, which is also good, to put on the skin. But you can use any kind of nice neutral oil, but I really like olive oil. So the ratio that I use, that I love, is 5 to 1. So 5 ounces of oil to 1 ounce of wax. And the wax, that weight of wax is by weight. The oil is by volume, and the wax is by weight. So I have a kitchen scale, but you don't really need it. You can kind of eyeball. I'll show you what 1 ounce is, and then you can always just eyeball it. So that's exactly 1 ounce of beeswax right there. So since we have 11 ounces, we're going to need at least 2 ounces of the beeswax. So there are a couple of ways to heat it. So one way to do it is, this is with water. You put it on there, and you get it hot, and then you put this in there. You made a double boiler, right? That's a double boiler. You're trying not to boil this oil, right? Because all of a sudden, all of your happy chemicals that are the active chemicals are just going to be destroyed. Same reason why you don't want to expose it to direct sunlight is the same reason why you don't want to get it boiling. If you don't mind getting yellow, turmeric is a great thing if you have any arthritis to add to a salve or an oil. And you can make a very simple turmeric salve with just regular off-the-shelf turmeric. So now you can see that all of that beeswax that we put in there is now melted in. There's some fine particulate matter floating down at the bottom. That's not really a problem. If you were really making a professional salve, you might run this through another piece of cloth just to get those fine pieces out. They're just going to settle down to the bottom and not really cause a problem for you. If you added the essential oil already, it's just going to blend in. If you didn't add it yet, then when you pour it in, it'll just kind of go in. So we just have some essential oil to add here. So I'll do a lavender one, I think. So now you look at the volume that you have here, and then you can see how many cups you have. Pouring in.
You're doing it back in order. It's going to be all right.
Okay, so that's about 1 3/4. I think that's probably about the mark. So you want to just put your lids on there, and then you're done.